Hey everybody and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Noob to Expert tutorial where we're currently invading all the things. Let's have a look. F8. British Raj is being gobbled up. Malaya has already capitulated, so we have taken most of the rubber away from the allies. France is Italy now, so is Yugoslavia. Well, it's not me, but it's somewhere between us. Netherlands, Belgium, it's all done, and we are currently getting the UK. And then we have to worry about the US. Unfortunately, they joined. Even before we invaded the UK, so that's a thing. You do have Canadian troops trying to land in Croatia. That's interesting.
Canucks in Croatia.
Mm-hmm. If that becomes a thing, I have 64 divisions of infantry sitting around doing nothing. I'm just going to send them over. You do have some divisions down there, so you can probably handle that yourself if it comes to that.
Yeah,
All right.
I got my tank division, my heavy tank, and my marines.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to continue this here. And gobble up the UK, because I can. It's looking decent. It's mostly going, or we're mostly holding. Can we attack a little more? Thank you. So we want the infantry to assist down here, probably. So soon as this territory up here is done, that front line will disappear, and they will automatically switch over to this one because it's the only one left. Advanced machine tools. Next. Come on. Next. That has disappeared, and they're now all down here, except for those three guarding the port. Nice. We do have a couple ports now, so it's not that much of an issue if we were to lose Newcastle. So I'm going to take all of these, add them here as well. Now that the tanks are going crazy, we're actually pushing back. There's 52 divisions here? Gee! If I can drive those into a corner and annihilate them, oh, I would be... So there's another 50 over here, really? They are pushing back. Landing craft 2 researched. Alright. Let's pause for a second here. Because I'm looking at research and I don't want to miss anything happening on the battlefield. Okay, 42, that's too early. Tank is being researched. Don't need the light tank, we're gonna phase those out. That's too early. We could go for rocket artillery. Not overly interested. Yeah, let's get the last tactic here, the last doctrine. That's a good thing. There's a medium tank division here. Look at that. I mean, I just could take those two and send them over. After I did this, made the mediums. That works. Yeah, go. Still should have some ships. Yeah, we do. So we're probably still controlling this area mostly. And they should be able to just go over there. You will come here and move from there. You'll probably go straight to Newcastle. It's the easiest port to get to. Alright, let's continue. We're pushing into enemy territory quite nicely here. Go there. You get leads. Why are you not doing anything? If the unit were to continue moving, it would cause the next province to require more supplies than it currently has. Yeah, that's the thing. That should go away soon. As soon as we get the next port, we should have more supply. All the tanks coming. Tanks are moving. Sort of. Looking good. Now let's hope they don't get intercepted. I brought over some fighters and some close air support. And you see, it is working. Mostly. Yeah, they have 2,645 close air support and 800 fighters. That is a lot. Kingdom of Romania seems to have joined the faction. Yes, they do. Oh, look at how big that axis is. Ah, I like it already. Right, I think it's just a matter of getting more fighters in here. There's airport with 2,000. Do we have any more fighters? No. No, that is an issue. Currently using most of them for sea duty. Can I have you two please do this? No, you cannot. Well, come over here and do it. That should work since everybody's here now. Ugh, lag. Yeah, that's better. Now I have 3,000 fighters here. Screw you, and they just pulled out completely. Nice. Which means I'm gonna use those to cover this sea zone again so we can get supply. And it's working! Things are working, we're pushing. And we got HoI. So now, yeah, Marines are moving in. Getting closer. It's enough supply in this area. That's working. I'm gonna switch back down from aggressive to balance because you can see on the left hand side here, organization is really low for all of them because they're constantly attacking, and with balance they are not. Which allows them to actually recover a little bit and last longer in battle. Yeah, that's okay. I can live with that. Any more? I sunk a destroyer. That's good. I don't care.
You sunk my battleship.
I lost 2 ships in the whole process. Well, 5 so far. Against the might of the British Navy, that is, I think, acceptable.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty good.
I think so. So, now, can all of you just attack here? Okay, let's have a quick look at this. None of the enemy divisions can pierce my tanks. That is good. I'm in multiple combats. I get a huge malus for that. 50%. Ouch. I have decryption advantage. I have air support advantage. It is going okay. Can't really complain that much. You all should probably just get in here and drive those out, so that I can't be attacked from all of these provinces here. But other than that, yeah, seem to be losing this territory now. Alright, what can you do? A lot of things, but we're not doing them. Still have 64 divisions just sitting there, just in case. So how is the war in Europe going? We have British landings in Montenegro. Is that British? No, that's US. That's the 4th Armored Division. And some others. South Africa, Dutch East Indies, Belgium, France, UK, everybody's in there. And they are attrition as hell. It's going good. How's the war going? We have 900,000 losses. 290,000 of those are mine. Same as you, pretty much. They have 1.6 million losses. I have 59% war participation. You have 24%. Nationalist Spain has 1%. Japan has 8%. Hungary has 8%. Look at that. Yep, it's going. Oh, yeah, play. Play helps. Yeah, we seem to be losing this territory quite severely here. Oh, that's the thing. What about you? Are you moving? Yeah, probably. Yeah, you have moved now. Perfect. You're not getting HoI. I don't see that being a thing. Another focus complete. Let's go for the next one. Naval effort, sure. See, told you they're not getting HoI. We need to change this. I want the Marines to be over here, and I want the tanks. Come on, no, no, no! Don't open all the menus. The tanks to be over here. Just press hold for a second so they can reorder themselves. Yeah, there's a crap ton of troops in Britain. All of those should have real attrition problems because I have them. And I only have 30 divisions in Britain, and they have like 150 almost. 129, 132 versus my 32. I'm winning. They're not. It's good. Everything's fine. That's a new air zone down here, so we're gonna switch over. Yep. And there we go. We should get close air support now and all the other stuff that we need to be successful. Hosh! Yeah. 2 tanks just drove away 26 divisions. That's perfect. Well, almost. We're working on it. We're getting there. So how's it going on your end?
It's going.
Oh yeah, it is going. It's going quite nicely. You're doing some weird pushes there. Don't get cut off.
I'm trying not to, and all of a sudden they just plow through like nothing, and I'm like, well, what are you doing? And nope, can't.
Do you have them set to aggressive?
No.
Okay.
No. It's execute, the balance,
Mm-hmm.
the one in the middle. And they're just plowing through like it's nothing. They're eating up everything.
It's good. Well, take the ones in the rear and just, give them right-click orders. Just gobble up that territory that's encircled.
Yeah, that's what
where
I'm
there's
doing.
nobody in there. That's what I usually do at that stage. We're pushing quite nicely. Oh, can I get them encircled here? That would be so nice. Can I come over here? You go in there. Same as you go in there. All of you go in here. Get them encircled up there, please. You need to push over here. Get all of those encircled. That would also be pretty cool. Yeah, they're filing out over here. That's not good. Go in here. Go in here. Oh, we have them encircled. 21 divisions encircled. You are dead. The Raj has capitulated. Now look at you. It's all so green.
I did not think it was going to happen.
Oh, it is going to happen. It has happened.
Oh.
Very nice.
Okay.
Very, very nice. Well, there's not much territory left over there. Obviously, there's, some bits and pieces, but nothing really to worry about. Japan can handle the Philippines and all the rest. So, you could basically just give your army a garrison order, just, garrison the coastline so nothing weird happens, and then we are going to talk about what we're going to do next, which is the invasion of America between episodes.
I already got a bunch set up over there, so right now I think I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup, and then I'll send everybody home, just to make sure.
Good. When I say I have air superiority, then I have air superiority. Don't try this with me. There.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Oh, I'm down to 8 naval bombers of my formerly 42, but they are doing their job. It's nice. Do your job here. Just sink all the ships. Yep, and I think the United Kingdom has realized that that was the worst idea they ever had. And guaranteeing Yugoslavia wasn't such a smart thing to do. Alright, everybody go crazy. Just make it happen. Still waiting for my last 2 tanks. Are you done now? No. How's the tank situation? I have 1,000 mechanized and 1,000 medium tanks. I have 8,000 light tanks, which I don't need. I'm still producing those. So let's switch those over to mediums now. Fall of London. Another victory for the fatherland. Very nice. That lost all of the efficiency down to 10%. That's okay. Not producing lights anymore, although we do have lights in our army, but as soon as we have enough medium tanks, we're just going to switch them all out, and we still have 8,000 in storage. We shouldn't have any issue. We're losing 13 a day. You can calculate how many days that is until we run out of medium tanks. We've gotten Dover! And everything else. Oh, this is just amazing. There you go. Goodbye, UK. Got him. Oh, that's so good. So there's some bits and pieces left. Obviously, there's all of Ireland and Belfast, which is technically UK. It's not really that much to worry about. I have 37 free military factories and I have 25 dockyards. Thank you, UK. That was very good. So let's have a look at our focus tree here. Is there anything left that we haven't done yet? Yeah, all the stuff we can't do. We can't do Danzig or War, which means we can't get Operation Weserübung, which is the attack on, well, you can see there, Denmark and Norway, so we do have to do that manually if we want to. I do very much want to get Denmark into the war on the other side, because then we can do island hopping and get Iceland, Greenland, and from there hop into Canada and the US. That's your usual strategy here. The other way would be to free Africa and then hop over to Brazil. That's probably not what we're going to do. So we're still waiting on Turkey. Once Turkey joins, we will have the border to free France and the UK down to the Suez Canal. That's what we're looking for. Let's have a look. Let's hit F9 for a second and just enjoy the view. That's cool. That's just gorgeous. Right, who else is left? It's just the US. Why do we have this white flag here? Click to open diplomacy. Can I white piece you? No, obviously not. I don't know what that is for. 10th of January 1942 is when the coup hits them. They are now 15% fascist. That won't do much. But if we manage to get over there by the time that the coup hits, then we will open up a second front in America. That will be good. So what we could do now is we could, since you finished the Raj and all of that, we could try to get down to the Allied territory in Africa. Easiest way for you is just go to Ethiopia and attack from there.
Okay.
Because you already have ports, so you just set up your front line and they will go there automatically. You have to be aware that you might lose some of your divisions along the way if they get intercepted by Allied shipping. That is a thing.
Of course.
You could also go from Italy and land in, what is this? Well, whatever Italian territory you have in North Africa there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking more of, is land in
Benghazi.
there.
Benghazi has a port. It's a naval base level 1. That will not be much in the way of supply.
Ooh, US is pushing in.
Or you can land in Spanish Africa, you have more supply there, and just push from there. That also works. I'm not 100% sure what I would want to do, but I do have so many divisions that are doing nothing. I probably want them to do something. There's a lot of options. Let's put it this way. We do want to get the Suez Canal and just close off the Mediterranean. That's the main goal here.
Okay.
These are still pushing. I don't like that. Where's my army? Here's my army. Let's tell them to not do that because it is a mistake. There you go. And go. And railroad over here. Thank you. Okay, so the next thing I would have to do is pull my tanks back out of the UK, or station them somewhere there where it actually makes sense, and use my marines to set up the next objective, which would be to invade Iceland. But for that I need a war against Denmark first, which we're probably going to take care of in a second. Let's see. Denmark justify war goal will be 25 days. Yeah, no problem. Since we're at war, it goes pretty quickly. I do have my whole Coast Guard there, which I technically don't need anymore because there will be no more landings here without the support of the UK. So that shouldn't be a big deal. Next thing we do have to talk about, though, is resistance to occupation, which pops up on top of the screen there. When you click on that, or on the right-hand side, resistance map mode F6, it highlights some territories in the Raj, and in the UK, and in France.
Yeah.
Let's take France as an example here. I have my troops stationed on the coast, as you can see. And those territories are mostly free of resistance to occupation. Now, what is that? Basically, whenever you invade a country and you don't get a peace conference, they capitulate, but you don't get a peace conference because they're part of a bigger war like we have now with the Allies, you do get resistance. If you hover over those territories, for example, Paris, resistance strength plus 100%, resistance daily growth plus 5%, and so on and so on and so on. What that does is every time you roll over the day, every time you hit 2400, you will get people sabotaging your factories, sabotaging your infrastructure. If you look in your construction queue at the very bottom, there will be a lot of, infrastructure, dockyards, military factories, whatever, that have a red outline. Those have been damaged. And for example, in Yorkshire, it says here 7 levels of infrastructure in queue for repairing. So all of the infrastructure in Yorkshire basically has been annihilated. For me. You will get a lot of that in France, because that's your territory currently. And you want to get rid of that as soon as you can. What can help you with that is if you go in your focus tree, you have the continuous focuses at the bottom left. There is one that is construction repair, which gives you free repair plus 100% and factory repair speed plus 50%. That is pretty much OP. That helps you keep up with that. The only other thing you can do is make sure you lower your resistance. So there's 2 ways to do that. You can either station troops in that territory, as I've done on the coastline. That's why they have no resistance. Or you can go click on your flag in the top left and then say Manage Occupied Territories, the button in the middle. Find the territories and change the occupation policy to Gentlest. Resistance grows minus 60%. Currently it should be on Gentle, which is minus 40%. You get a lot less factory output and manpower from those territories. But you do also get a lot less resistance growth, which is quite nice. We can go harshest and just, local manpower minus 100%. You control all of the factories. You get all of the resistance, and you actually lose political power per day for the occupation. What we want to do is go gentlest, so we don't have to deal with resistance. Now there is a thing, military police in your support divisions. Let's open that here somewhere. There. Military police enables military police, and that does suppression bonus plus 20%. All of your divisions do have a certain amount of suppression. If we go in our division designer for infantry, for example, it says suppression is 10 for this particular division. If we go for medium tanks, suppression is 5, so tanks don't do that good. The best you can do is horses. They do the most amount of suppression. Add military police to that to get the plus 20%. And then just, form an army using those specific military police trained troops and have them garrisoned all these territories. And once you garrison them, you can go... Where do I have an army I don't need? You guys, you're on garrison duty, right? Yes, you are. On the very right hand side, when you click on garrison duty, there is attempt to lower resistance. That's what they would do. And resistance is a bad thing. Resistance always happens in a city and then spreads to the surrounding territories. And the pop-up when you hover over it will give you all the details about that. We're not going to go too crazy into detail. It's just resistance is bad. You lose your factories. You lose your infrastructure. You need to repair all the stuff. I've told you what you can do about it. To get rid of it, or to keep it in check, basically. And the best thing you can do is just win the damn war, and then it's gone. Once you have a peace conference and you own their territory, it's gone. No need to worry about it anymore. I usually just tend to ignore it, because My factories are set up to work with what I had before I started the war. I might get more factories. Well, if they get destroyed, then they just get destroyed. What do I care? See, I have 180 out of 217 in use, and all of those are green. If they were destroyed, they would be red. So it's not even affecting me. Not with the output I have planned for. So I don't really mind. Resistance doesn't do anything else. It doesn't start revolutions or anything like that. So no need to worry, really, I think. Only thing that is a problem is if they damage the infrastructure, you might run out of supply in certain areas and you can't support your troops. Which is the issue we have in the UK. But since my troops are there, they are going to garrison this whole area. That shouldn't be a big issue in a second. Alright, but that's it for today, folks. Don't forget to justify a subscriber goal and blitzkrieg that like button. Follow me on Twitter if you want to catch the next live stream. I'm Scryptar. He's Scott. We have conquered the old world. We're setting out to the new one. You are dismissed.